If you're in a trade right now, take a pause. If you haven't analyzed the markets, don't move. This might be what you need. This is the Mind of a Trader podcast where we cut through the noise, focus on execution, and break down the mindset behind every move. This is where discipline meets strategy. I am your host, presenter Ali, and this is where real traders sharpen their edge. And of course, today, we're joined with one and only Tim Bear, all the way from Dubai, originally from Congo. Funded trader who's managing close to $1 million in funding. I'm telling you guys, it has never ever gotten better than this. But before I speak too much, please welcome to the Mind of a Trader podcast, and may you introduce yourself.
Thanks a lot for having me. First of all, I'm really pleased to be here.
Yes.
Because I've been watching your podcast
Thank
for
you so
some
much.
time.
Yes.
And it's very inspiring.
Yes.
So having me, it's something that I really appreciate.
Wow. Yeah. I really do not know where we can start, but I just want us to go directly into understanding why, not even when, but why you decided to venture into Forex trading.
First, if I just have to answer it directly.
Yes, yes.
Because I didn't have a choice.
Okay.
So actually, I think I will go back to my story a little
Yes.
so that you can understand.
Yeah.
So I left Congo in 2010, and then I moved to Russia. I went there to study. But when I arrived in Russia, it was very fast that I realized that school was not for me. So
Wow.
what I started doing, I was actually selling sneakers online. I was selling to students. I was selling some sneakers to students online. And then at some time I had so many clients, I decided that no, I want not to open a physical store. So I opened a physical store in Russia, selling sneakers to students. But the problem is that I was not allowed to do it because I had a student visa. Yeah, so I was not allowed to do it. But I was doing it illegally.
Yes.
So what happened once is I traveled I went to China to get that where I was buying my stuff and bring it in Russia to sell. So I went to China, and then coming back, because it was around December, I had so many clients. So when I came, like when you travel, they give you, let's say, 2 check-in luggage. But I had so many orders from people, so I ended up coming with 5, so excess luggage. So when I just arrived at the customs service at the airport, they directly understood that this guy is probably doing some business here. So they opened everything, and that's how they seized everything that I have. So I found myself, I didn't have a degree, and so I didn't have any money also, I didn't have a business, and my visa was about to expire, and so I had to do something, but I didn't know what to do. But I will say, I will not call it luck, I will say by grace of God, I went to an event. It was just like another event like this in a hotel lobby. I met someone. It was not even about trading. I met someone there, and the person told me that he knows one person who is like normally travel to Africa to buy some gold and diamond and stuff like that. So, and the guy said that, okay, since you are from Congo, so I can connect you with the person. So he connected with the person. It's actually that person who was also trading the market. He was a Forex trader in Russia. He was making a lot of money. Then he started investing in some physical stuff like gold and diamond. Yeah. So for me, I didn't have a degree anymore. My visa was about to expire. And then that's how I ended up connecting with that person who was a trader. So that actually how I got into trading.
Did he mentor you? Did he take you through Forex trading? How was your interaction with him like?
No, he actually didn't mentor me. He actually didn't do even anything trading with me. With him, we did actually gold and diamond business, like the physical one. Because when we met after like three months, we traveled back with him to Congo, because he was doing that, like buying gold and diamond and stuff. And then we were reselling it in Dubai and in Russia. But me, I just saw the money that was making. And then that's how I decided that I want to learn it. But he made trading so complicated. You see, that was in 2015. He made trading so complicated that for you to learn it, I thought like you need maybe a PhD or something. Like he made trading so complicated. So it's when I traveled myself, I decided to travel to South Africa. That's where I went and then learned how to trade when I went to South Africa in 2016.
Yeah.
Yes, but from him I really didn't learn anything. He just
opened your eyes into it.
Yeah, into it, yes.
Okay. Now, your journey to South Africa,
Yeah.
did you get a mentor? Did you go into a school? How was it?
So my journey to South Africa, That was in 2016. You know, at that time, that's when like trading is really booming in South Africa. Yes, and I was just watching videos online. I can say what really made me also get into it because I was attending so many seminars. Yeah, so many seminars in South Africa. And I was staying in a very good area in South Africa. Like for those who know, Johannesburg, it's in Sandton City. It's like Westland, yeah?
Yeah.
So in Sandton City, there's like almost all the big hotels are there. So almost every weekend, there's a brokerage who was doing an event in this hotel and that hotel. So my young brother and I, because my young brother was also living there, so we were actually going for the free food. So we always go to those events and that. So, but I could see like a little bit similar to you see the event you did last time.
Yes.
So when you're in a place like that, you see the possibility and other. So that's how I started learning, but just YouTube videos and stuff. But until then, like I didn't have a mentor yet. I actually got a mentor well later.
Yes.
Yeah.
The reality of Forex trading is that when you are starting, it's not really easy.
Yeah.
You have the journey of blowing accounts. You have the journey of, almost giving up. What was yours like?
My story, like even when I tell it now, I still feel it. Because like when you start making some money and other. Me, I remember one of the biggest amount of money I've made, and then when I felt that this thing is really something, I had like $500, and then I turned it into $1,800 trading gold. Yes, that's when I felt like I really need to do this thing. But then I started putting more money, trading and all that. But something happened at the end of 2018, where I lost a lot of money.
How much was it?
$85,000.
Your money?
Yeah, my money.
Personal capital?
Yeah, personal capital, and a few for my family member,
Yes.
not friends or anything. Yes, so a few for my family member. But I would say maybe 80% of it was my own money.
Yes.
Yeah, so I lost that money, $85,000. And when it happened, I actually stopped trading for 6 months. I deleted all the trading view,
MetaTrader 5.
I unfollowed all the
mentors and gurus.
mentors, and so I didn't just have to do anything with trading. You see, so that's how it happened. And it actually after that period, when I went back to trading, that I decided to get a mentor. Yeah. So,
Okay.
Yeah. Before that, I was doing all the stuff by myself. You see.
Just learning from YouTube and everything.
From YouTube, yeah. So putting some money, I'll blow, I make profit. But then I grew that account to like 85,000. Then I lost it all. Then I said that I just have to stop. So when I went back to it, I said to myself, it's either I learn to do it the proper way or I just don't do it at all. Yeah.
So hold on. You've lost $85,000.
Yes.
And you still want to go into it. This is the most you've ever lost in your life.
Yeah.
Why are you going back there? What was your mindset like?
Because if I was able to make that $85,000, it means I can make that again and I can keep it if I now do it the right way. Yeah. So for me, it was like, I made it and I know why I lost the money. You see, so it was like, if I can fix the thing that made me lose that money, it means that I can make the money and keep it. Yeah, so that's why I decided, no, I want to go back and then do it a lot. And besides that, as I said, if I don't do it, what else am I going to do? I don't have a degree.
You don't have...
I already didn't have a choice anyway.
Yes. Yeah. You mentioned something that is critical for every trader, whether you are a beginner, you are an intermediate, or you are an expert trader. Knowing why you made the mistake.
Yes.
Is it something that you still apply up to date when you go into drawdown?
Yeah, exactly. I always know, like as I'm here, you can ask me what happened in January with the thing that I'm trading. I can tell you exactly what happened in January. You can ask me what happened in February with the thing that I'm trading. I can tell you exactly. So right now, I know exactly everything that happened, where I lose or where I make money. See, because I think that's very important. I know everything like that. Because if I don't do that, like I'll repeat the same mistake. It's like I'm just wasting my time.
Yes.
So I know exactly the reason why I make money or why I lose money. Yes.
Okay. Now you got a mentor, and of course, we know like there are very many mentors around who can teach you, who can help you in your journey. What are you looking for in a mentor that when you felt like you got the right mentor?
Okay. First, the mentor that I got, the guy is actually from Congo, but he was living in the US, and he was actually working for one big company. It was like a MLM company.
Yeah.
Yeah, but him was a trading educator. So I was seeing like what he was doing. It was making more sense to me. So I decided to go and work with him because I saw his discipline, the way he was trading and all that. And the interesting thing is, like, for people who don't want to invest in learning, that guy, I paid him $2,500 for 5 sessions.
5 sessions
No,
on 3 sessions on.
Sessions. So we are having like 2 hours per day. So for those 3 days, I paid him $2,500. Yeah. So that,
wow.
because to me, I already knew so many stuff.
Yes.
But I wanted to have his mind, like how he does the thing.
Yes,
so
yes.
he taught me a few stuff that I didn't know about, like fundamental analysis, stuff like that. Yeah. So like I paid him $2,500. We had like 3 sessions with him. But the most important thing that I learned from him, it was the book that he recommended me to read, and it was not a technical a book. It was a psychology book.
Okay, what's the book?
It was Trading in the Zone.
Oh, I know the book, yeah.
So that's what he recommended me, Trading in the Zone. So when I read Trading in the Zone, I also watched the video seminars of Mark Douglas. Like for me, it was like, okay, this is worth paying the $2,500 because I can say that's really what shifted my mind when it comes to trading.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to speak about the mindset, psychology later on, but I want us to venture a little bit into the mentorship program. Would you say you became profitable immediately after the mentorship, or you went through another journey?
Yeah, I would say like after the mentorship, I can say I just discovered myself, like because like as I said, there are a few things that he showed me that I already knew, but I was not using them the right way. You see things like trend line, like support and resistance, I was just maybe not using them the right way. He also helped me to have some more confirmation before getting into the market and stuff like that. But I didn't become profitable. I can say I was making some money, and then I just had to now discover myself that even with all those things that he taught me, but the psychology part for me was still a problem. So that's how I decided now, like, okay, I have this knowledge, but I'd rather automate it. Because I know myself, I know that even if, because we can still lose money with a winning strategy, you see. So for me, I saw that, okay, this strategy is good and it can work, but only if I automate it, because it will put a little bit my feelings, emotion out of it. So it does same strategy that when I learned and then I automated it, and then that's when I became profitable. Yeah.
Wow. So how long did it take for you to automate it after the mentorship?
After, I think, almost a year. It took me almost a year to automate it. No, a year and a half to automate it. And then, but that's something that I automated. It took me almost a year for the automation to really start working very well, because there are so many parameters. So I was always changing this, changing that, you see. Yeah, so that's exactly the way it works.
Okay. Automation is something that is, let's say, like a seasonal thing in the social media, where we'll sit for a while, then we'll see people coming with the bots and everything, some with expert advisors telling you, this is the expert advisor that can make you so much money. So it has two faces. It has a face where people will feel like you just are advertising the automation so that you can sell it, and someone will feel like this look like a genuine one. And you mentioned to me that you do not sell your automation. Why is that?
First, I think like if you have a gold mine, if you have a gold mine,
Yes.
not because I trade gold with it also, but if you have a gold mine, you know that gold mine has a value of, let's say, you can get $1 billion from it. Why would you sell it for $100,000? It just doesn't make sense.
Yes.
You see. So my automation, I bought, I know that I cannot sell it because of the value. You see, the value that is in it, I just can't sell it. I know that I can make unlimited money with it. Yeah, so it doesn't make sense for me to come and sell it. I've had people even here in Kenya who like suggested me like $10,000 to buy it and stuff like that. But I just can't sell it because $10,000 I can make it if I have my accounts where I can easily be able to make that amount of money. So selling something that is really working like that for me just doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Yes. And let's also dwell a little bit on the automation. What was the process like for automation? Because many people here like, I've automated my strategy and they do not really understand how it works.
So the process for automation, first, I will just go to what most people say that bots don't work. And I always say that if there's no bot that works, it means there's also no strategy that works. Because a bot is just your strategy that you make it automatic. You see. So if there's not one single board that work here, so it means there's no strategy that also work. And me, I'm not surprised when many people say that the board don't work. It's because I think the same number. It's also for with traders. Even when people trade, they say almost like 90% of people lose money. So I think it's probably the same numbers. 90% of bots probably don't work because 90% of traders don't also make money.
Okay, yes, yes.
Yeah, so it's complete. I think it's the same logic. So for me, you must first make sure that your strategy is working. You have an edge that you can back test and order to make sure your strategy is working. Only after that, then you can go and automate it. For example, for me, I just contacted like some developer on MQL5. Yeah, so I work with two different developers. One is from Russia, another one is from India. So they are the one I work with them on that. But it takes a lot of refining. You have to refine it. You have to optimize it. Like, it takes a lot of work. You see, for it to be automatic like that.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. And you are doing this all along being a funded trader. First of all, how did you venture into ProFarms?
Yeah, ProFarm, there's something I didn't say. Like when I left actually
Trading?
No, I left Russia. I went to Congo. That was in 2017, in 2015, and in 2016 that's when I moved to South Africa. And then when I was in South Africa in 2019, the end of 2019, I went to Senegal. I was in Senegal because I went for some training, working with one company. And then when I arrived there, there's the guy that I was supposed to do some training for them. He suggested me to stay in Senegal. Like I told him that no, if I have to stay here, I need to do something, so like to manage some fund and stuff like that. And in Senegal, there's a lot of money. So the guy told me that, okay, give me 2 weeks and then we can start, we are going to work with you. In 2 weeks, the guy was able to raise $2 million. So that I stayed there, and then I started trading with them, with him for for also COVID came, and then I was even stuck there.
Yeah.
Like so, I stayed there working with him. But now, the guy was managing the company very bad because he raised almost like $2 million. But what he gave to us, the trader, because I had a team of traders, almost like 10 traders that I was managing. What he gave to us was something around maybe, I think, $200,000. So all the other money kept it, and then he told the clients that they got like 100% of what they invested after 6 months. So at some point it became a very big problem because people wanted to get their money back and stuff like that. So we didn't really have enough now money to pay back the people because he used the other money. So now I just thought of a way of coming up with a way to get
Funding.
some funding. Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't even know about ProFarm yet, so I just started doing some research how you can get funded. That's when I went to one ProFarm, and the time that ProFarm they had like a monthly subscription. You have to pay something like monthly to get the funding. So that's how I discovered like the ProFarm by myself at that time. Yeah.
Being a ProFarm trader comes with a lot of challenges. The first challenge being discipline. How have you been able to navigate it? And also, maybe you can add on top of how you are able to scale up to 850,000 in funding.
So first, the discipline with the ProFarm, I would say personally it has helped me a lot. But I also think that's one of the things that motivated me to go with automatic trading. It's because of also that part. Yeah. You see, with ProFarm, they will tell you must not risk more than 1%, more than 2%, and other. So when you do it manually, for me, it can be a little bit tricky, a little bit difficult. So that's why I decided also like to be able to make it my strategy automated. That's something that also motivated me to make it automated, because then I have different parameters where I can put, okay, I must not risk more. If my equity goes below this this percentage, you can just stop everything automatically. Yeah, so that's something that I did. Yes.
Yes. How does it work when it comes to you refining the strategy? Like you feel like I need to refine this strategy. Do you have to go back to the developers?
Yes, so sometimes I need to go back to the developer. Sometimes I can just actually not the strategy. Sometimes I can just adjust a few parameters that inside, because there are some parameters that I can modify. You see, for example, I can say, okay, one of the things that I've actually seen is maybe with my lot size, I can see that, okay, no, for this specific pair, I think the best lot size to use it is this one. or maybe sometimes when I use stop loss or take profit, the best take profit is this one and all that. Yeah, so that's actually the way I do. There are something that are just parameter that I can modify. Just you see, I can just move this to that, like that. But if it's a major like change, that's when I have to go. If I have to go to the developer so that it can change it. Yes.
Have you ever thought of turning it into an indicator, or is it something you're looking at, maybe doing in the future?
Yeah, it's actually an indicator. Yeah, so it's actually an indicator, and then that same indicator now it can take every time that the indicator give a signal, the EA take that signal and then send it directly in the market. So that is actually the way.
So it takes your trades. You don't need to be online.
No, I don't need.
You don't need your computer to be on every time.
No, I actually use VPS.
Okay.
I will show you. I think I have almost 10 VPS.
Yes.
Because I have like almost like 40 accounts of profile and stuff. So I have VPS where my VPS are like 24 hours running. So that's how I do it. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Now let's talk a little bit about Profom. Did you ever breach many accounts when starting out?
Yeah, of course, I've breached accounts because, as I told you, I started using that same EA like for 2.5 years, but it became profitable like 1.5 year almost. So all during those time, it was I'm using it, but maybe there's something that is wrong, and then it can breach an account. It can lose some accounts, you see. So it was always like that. Yeah. Then I will see that, okay, maybe I need to add like a maximum daily loss. I will change it. I need to do this. I will change it. You see. So that is like, so it was really a process. And I think that even until today, I cannot say that it has reached the perfection because I don't know how the market is going to react 2 or 3 years from now, you see. So maybe the next year we need to do some changes, you see, from that. But at least I know that it's profitable now.
Yes. Many people shy away from, getting into them because they feel like the rules are very, strict. What's your take on the consistency rule, and do you take challenges that have consistency rules?
Yes, I've actually taken a few challenges that has consistency rule, and I remember even there's a challenge that I took last time with consistency rule. Like I was supposed to make like 6% on the account, and then I went with just one position because it was a gold trade, and it went all the way up to, I don't know, that position meant like 1,200 pips.
Yeah.
Yes, just one position. So I was in big profit. I actually had to close that position and start taking losses. Yeah, so I started trading manually, taking some losses, and then to bring it back to the consistency rule.
Yes.
So that I can. I think the consistency rule it's a bit tricky.
Yeah.
You see, yes, because I don't really like it, but
no trader likes it.
Yeah. So it doesn't really make sense to me.
Yeah.
So just making things more difficult. You see, but again, the prop firm is like some free money.
Yeah.
You see, if you pay a small amount of money, I think if you have to go through that rule to get a $100,000 account, just do your best to do that. You see.
Yes.
Yeah, it's worth it. Yeah.
Yes. What about your take on instant funding? Instant funding, many people feel like it's a good opportunity, but there are a little bit more strict rules. Yeah, what's your take on that?
Yeah, instant funding, I feel just as you said, the rules are very strict. I think you will not really. I'd rather go for 1 or 2 or 3 months of passing a challenge, and then I can have the freedom to trade like this. Yeah. The instant funding is going to limit you a lot.
Yes.
Personally, I don't like it. I prefer again the one step. You see, I prefer one step challenge than going for the instant funding. The instant funding, I'd rather maybe just deposit my money in a brokerage account and trade it. Yeah.
Yes. Right. And now, looking at your strategy and the EA that you've actually been able to build out of it, I'd love to know how long it takes for you to pass a challenge.
Before, I was actually targeting to pass a challenge like in 1.5 months. You see, that's what I was doing before. But then I saw, because every strategy, sometimes, like my strategy is a trend following strategy.
Yeah.
So in the term of consolidation, I will see like I can have a very big loss, not to blow the account, but I can have some very big loss that can also affect me emotionally. So now I just decided to myself, like for each challenge that I take, I will give myself 3 months to pass it.
Yes.
So I've actually divided my lot size by 2. It will take me longer, But even during the consolidation, I'll have peace of mind.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Me, one thing I'd say in trading that there's no amount of money
Yes,
that
yes.
is worth my peace of mind.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
If I can't sleep because of that trade or that trade, it's just not worth it. So it's much better for me. I'll reduce my lot size now with all the account that I trade, but I can now pass the challenge like in 3 months. Let's see.
Wow,
Yeah.
interesting. We're going to be looking at his EA in a bit, but before that, I want to let you guys know that Funded Next are offering one of the best exclusive discounts for you if you are looking at getting into prop farm funding. I have put down a link in the description and also pinned it in the comment section. First of all, if you just sign up, you're going to get a chance to walk away with a 2-step Stellar account. And of course, you can use the code in the link in description and also on your screen to actually get an amazing discount every time you get yourself an account. Now, before you get into your EA, I want to understand, you mentioned to me that you do not target very high profits. What's your take on pro farms with profit caps?
Like me personally, I target like in a month. Before, like as I said, when I was trying to do things like passing challenge fast and stuff like that, even when I'm founded, I was targeting something between 5 and 8% in a month. But now, again, for my peace of mind, I'm now targeting something between 3 and 8 and 4%. I feel like I can easily achieve like 3 to 4%. You see, yeah. So when the platform tells you, no, you have to reach a certain amount of money before you can retrade, I don't really think it's the money I've made. It's my money already. You see?
Yes.
So I don't really like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about pro farms who say that if your account is, let's say, a 20K account, you can't make more than 20K, such stuff?
Like if your account is
$20,000,
Yeah.
your profit cannot be more than that.
Yeah, like I think all those kind like those rule, but the prop firm industry, you see, there are so many tricky stuff. You see.
Yes.
So I prefer to go with the prop firm that at least can give you the freedom.
Yes.
To go with what you make. Yeah,
Yes,
you can
yes.
withdraw it. You see.
Yes. Interesting. Now, guys, let's look at his strategy and the EA that he's actually been able to automate in a few. So, guys, we are about to see how it actually plays out, the EA that is. And first question is, I want to understand, does it just take the trades or does it just give the indicators?
Okay, so actually, I can say my E8 it has like two different thing. First is the indicator that give you the signal. We have the signal, and it's those same signal that the EA now takes and then put them as position.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's exactly the way it works.
Yes. And ideally, does it close the trades as well, or you have to close them manually?
No, everything is done manually. I think I'm going to share a few of the parameters of the EA. So as you can see here, the only thing I can do, let's say according to my account size, I can just come and then determine the lot size. You see?
Yes.
I can determine the lot size. And then I have the option of putting my take profit and stop loss because I've backtested it for a long time. So I know that if I'm on a 5-minute time frame, maybe when the price moves, it can move to this level before reversing, so I can put my stop loss and take profit according to that. But me, I prefer to just leave it.
Yes.
So I don't put any take profit or stop loss. And then here, as you can see, I have the exit by
opposite signal.
By opposite signal. So the exit by opposite signal, what it actually does is that when there's a if I have a buy signal, when I get a sell signal, it's going to close that buy signal and then open the sell automatically.
Yes.
So I just put it through, and then it's going to do that. So that's one thing. And also I can use a daily target, like for someone who wants to make some fast money during the day.
Yes.
You can have your daily target. Like when you reach the daily target, you can just withdraw. It can close everything automatically, and then it will wait until tomorrow for it to open another trade. So, and then I have also my
daily profit target.
Daily profit, So I
dollars.
I can put it in percentage, or I can put it also in dollar.
Yes.
It all depends on how I'm using it.
Yes.
Then the most important thing for me, I can say, it's the loss.
Maximum loss?
Maximum loss, yeah. I think this is the most important feature that I have here. Because here I can actually decide that, especially if I'm doing prop firm, I can say that, okay, if I reach a certain amount of money that I'm losing, it can just close everything automatically so that I don't reach the maximum daily
drawdown.
daily drawdown. Yeah. So this is to me the most important feature, that I can do that in dollar. I can do that also in terms of percentage. And then I have trailing stop, something that I don't really use because I just prefer the market to move. I also have like the break even.
Yeah.
You see, I can do the break even. And then I also have the time filter. Let's say there are people who they trade only the London session, they trade only. So you can actually also put the time filter in a way that the trade can only start trading in a certain time of the day when there's a lot of volatility, so that you can avoid the consolidation and all that.
Wow. Amazing. So we're going to be looking at each play out in action, and I want to ask a few questions. First of all are there days that it gives you, let's say, a buy, but the market moves on the negative opposite direction?
Yeah, of course, it happens all the time. You see, it happens, especially for example with gold. This week, that those are actually things that I've been like journaling and checking, because this week, for example, gold, the way because we know that we have like the interest rate soon, so gold has been consolidating. It has been consolidating. So they are actually in days like this where I can decide that okay, no, I don't want to be in the market. I can actually disconnect it. You see, I don't want to be in the market because there are a lot of consolidation. But even beside that, the market is always sometimes up, down, and other. So we already have days like that. But the most important thing is that when we get a trend, the trend is really very good, so it can always cover the losses.
Do you have a minimum risk to reward that you've already set?
No, actually, there's no minimum risk reward because it's the EA that is going to determine it all.
Okay.
For example, with the rally that happened with gold, I think I will show, I don't know if it's the rally that happened with gold, I think it was in October. Normally, when I have a position going, like the big one, like when it take a good trend, it can maybe the maximum that I've had of all the other months was like 1,500 pips. Like can be running for 1,500 pips here. But when we had the rally of gold, it ran 2,300 pips. That one signal gave me 2,300 pips. So I don't really limit it. I just let it play.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. Now let's look at instances. Here it gave a sell. Then it was closed here by this buy, which also was closed here by this sell. Don't you feel like sometimes you miss out on closing right here instead of waiting for it to take the buy here?
Yeah, exactly. But then how will I know?
Okay. Yes.
I can't know. You say, how will I know that this thing will stop here or it will stop here? You see, I prefer that it's better for me to miss out, to lose some stuff like it, than miss out the big trend.
Okay.
So I prefer to stay and then not miss out the big trend.
Interesting. So there was a sell here, which was taken out by a buy here. So this was not a very big profit.
Not a very
so you missed out on this move. Okay, that's interesting. Another one here, not very big profits, right? Because of that buy. This buy right here was taken out by this sell. That is some good risk to reward. And I feel like it's interesting. And
you see, for example, in area like this,
the market was consolidating.
So this is where, those are areas where you really have like losses. You see, you have your losses like going up and down, the market consolidating. But again, that's why I'm telling you the success rate is almost like 35 to 40%. But when you see those consolidation, you won't compare it to the rally. You see.
True.
Yes, it can lose maybe 10 pips, 20 pips, and all that, but then the rally gives you 150 pips.
Yes. According to the way you've set it, what's like the maximum stop loss? Stop loss pips?
The maximum like drawdown.
In terms of pips, do you have to set it or does it do it automatically?
No, it does it automatically.
Okay.
Yeah, it does it automatically.
Okay. And in terms of, because now you are on the pro farm, do you have to look at? Do you have to set
the move the way they move?
Yes. This was a good move. Then it was okay. I get it. This is quite interesting. Now, how much do you risk in terms of percentage?
So in terms of percentage, I don't really risk it by trade. What I did is that I analyze like the market. I have analyzed it like for each pair because I trade on it. I'm currently trading gold. I trade the DAX, the German index, and Bitcoin. So what I've done is that I went back to and then I saw when it consolidates. Most of the time it can consolidate and lose how many pips. Then I'm going to put let's say, for example, in the consolidating time, I can lose up to 5. I can have like back-to-back losses, like 500 pips. So when I'm going to put my my daily drawdown, I will choose a lot size that if it consolidates for 500 pips, now what me I'll do is that I would say to myself that if it is consolidate for 1,000 pips, I will double it.
Okay.
I say if it consolidate for 1,000 pips, then that loss should not be more than 3%.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's how I do. So I actually see what is there and then I double it. So I say that if I see it give me a 500 piece of consolidation, then I say, okay, maybe it can consolidate even twice. Then I'll put my risk according to that.
Yes. Wow, that's amazing, and that's quite interesting. And I really appreciate you for taking your time or making your time to come and just enlighten us about all this. Thank you so much for coming. If there is a question that I have not asked, an issue that I have not addressed, I think this is the time for you to talk about it.
Okay. So I think just one of the most important things is it's more about like the EA. Like every time you hear someone tell you like, no, they're selling the EA, it's probably not profitable.
Yes.
I can say even myself, I'm guilty of that because before developing my own EA, when I was buying EA from someone, sometimes I would also sell it to people, but it was not really profitable. So the moment you have an EA that is profitable, there's just no way you can really just sell it, you see, because it doesn't matter if someone puts a license on the EA or does this. Find like my Indian guy, they can actually crack any EA that you have.
Yes.
So that's something very important, like that you must really see. Like that's why for me the only way for someone to have access to my EA is either if they go with the pump service where they can connect the account to mine, or if I can pass a challenge for them and stuff like that. But selling the EA or something like that, just know that the EA is probably not profitable.
Wow. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming once more. Really appreciate you, and I hope you guys have learned something today on the Mind of a Trader episode. I want to let you guys know that you can as well connect with us in our paid and free Telegram groups. The links are also in the description. And as I mentioned earlier, the best prop firm you can trade with is actually Funded Next. The link is in the description. And if you're looking for a broker to trade with the lowest spreads, that is Raw plus 3, that is Zelance Markets. The link is also in the description. You can sign up, you can deposit with M-Pesa, you can withdraw with M-Pesa, and it's actually going to be the biggest brokerage that you're going to see right here in Africa. Thank you so much, guys, for watching the Mind of a Trader podcast. I do hope that you guys have learned something today. I've been your host, presenter Ali, aka Ali Trades, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.
The Mind of a Trader podcast, where we outthink the market.